this video is to show you how to solve these using elimination if that's what you like to do. Alright, you read the word problem, you figure out what they want you to do. Alright, the large candle is X, so everywhere you see large candle, it would be an X. Everywhere you see small candle would be Y. So I'm going to write the first equation for you, 3X, because it says 3 large candles. How do I know that it's plus? Is because they're paying for something. If they're paying, that means that you're adding everything that they're buying. And then it's 4Y because the Y is the number of the candles, and that equals 64. This right there lets you eliminate answer choices. You go down and you figure out which one doesn't have what you have. 3, no, and no. Now you read the second problem. It says the second customer paid 4 more than the first. More means plus. So which one of these problems, B or C, has where the customer paid $4 more than 64? Alright, we have this one about the bus traveling 2 different routes, the green and the blue. So we automatically know that one's going to be X, the other one's going to be Y. So everywhere that I see those, I'm going to put X and Y. X and Y. Alright, and then I know they want X. Okay, so we get 6X plus 5Y equals 52. And then 12X plus 13Y equals 119, right? Well, they want you to solve for X. That means that the letter that I want to get rid of is Y, right? Because I want to get X by itself. So I look at 5 and 13. The only number that they have in common, multiple that they have in common, would be 65. So I'm going to multiply this top one by 13 and this bottom one by -5. The reason why I'm going to do -5 is because, remember, I want to eliminate it. The only way to eliminate is if they have opposite signs. So 13 times, oh, forgot to tell you how to get to the Desmos. I'm going to try to type this in like that. Desmos.practice. You want to make sure you go to choose assessment, type in Texas, and then grade 8 and start practice. We're going to multiply everything by 13, so 13 times 6, then it was 13 times 5, and 13 times 52. So 78 and here 65, so 78 plus 65. Oh, don't forget the X. Ooh. 676. The other one, 12 times -5, 13 times -5, 119 times -5. So -60, -65, -60x minus 65y. So notice that both of them have 65. They're opposite signs. So when you add this, you're going to be able to cross them out. And then this is -595. Right. Okay, you're going to add these two equations together so that you can eliminate the 65y, and then just 78 plus -60, 676 plus -595, and then you'll divide and you'll get your x. Alright, let's go to the next problem. Okay, this one you can do using the cover-up method. So you would do 8x equals -16. I divide by -8. I mean by +8. And I get that the x should be -2. So x equals -2. Alright, I have negative 2x equals, this is the only one. Now we had to do one answer choice. So that will be, eliminate that. All right, this one I left because this is from unit 6 quiz 1, or unit 6 quiz. You're taking the smallest ordered pair they have and plugging it in for x and y and seeing if it comes out to equal what the equation says. Then on the second equation, you take the other smallest ordered pair from the second table, plug it in and see if it equals what it's supposed to. All right, to do this one, you want to move this back over, and you want to put it in the same spot that it should be with the y's, which is after the x. Anytime you move things, you always change the sign. All right, and it wants you to solve for x, which means you need to eliminate the y. All right, 7x plus 5 equals 66. All right. Well, the least common multiple between 2 and 5 is 10. So that means I'm going to multiply this top one by 5. And they already have opposite signs, so I don't have to multiply anybody by a negative. And this one times 2. So I'm going to set it up down here for you. 5x minus 10y equals negative 20. And then this is going to be 14 because 7 times 2 plus 10y equals negative 132. All right, you're going to add these two together. All right, that means you're going to eliminate the 10s because it's a positive and a negative. So 15 plus 14, negative 20 plus negative 132, and then divide, and you'll find your answer then. All right, here we go. Which one shows you a system of no solution? Which one of these graphs shows two lines that are never going to cross to a pair of parallel lines? All right, here's the one about the postcards and the large envelopes. That means the postcards would be x, large envelopes would be y. So 14x plus 5y equals 12. And then this one's going to be 10x plus 15y equals 2480. All right. Okay, so we want to get it the x's to eliminate because it wants the y's. So we have to think about the least common multiple. Oh, sorry. Okay, let's go to Desmos, and it's 14 times 2. 14 times 2 is 28. That's not divisible by 10. 14 times 3, not divisible by 10. 14 times 4 is not divisible by 10. 14 times 5, yes, 70. That 70 can be divided by 10. So that's the one we want to use. All right, so that means I'm multiplying the top by 5 and the bottom by a negative 7 to get 70. And negative because remember they got to cross out. So 15 times 5, 14 times 5, 5 times 5, and then what was it? 12 times 5. All right, so 70, 25, and 60. 70x plus 25 sorry for my handwriting. Doing this at home without that pen. It's kind of hard. All Alright, multiply this is going to be negative 70. That means the x's are going to be able to eliminate. Alright, let's do 15 times negative 7, 15 times negative 7, and then 2480 times negative 7. Negative 105. $173.60. Wait, 173? Yeah. Alright, we're going to add, and this is going to help me eliminate the 70s and the x. So I would positive 25 plus a negative 105, and then 60 plus negative 173.60, and then divide by whatever you get in front of the y, and there's your answer. It's y equals. Alright, this one right here, all you got to do is type in these equations into the Desmos practice because they're all in y equals, and figure out which one matches this. This one right here, we just got to write this in standard form. So it would be 5x because the x's are in the front, and it's positive because when you move signs, you change the move sides, you change the sign. I want you to solve for x. So that means we would get rid of the y. It's already a negative 5y, which means I don't have to multiply anybody by a negative because you got a positive and a negative already. We just need to multiply that bottom equation so that they can have the same coefficient, which is 5. So we're going to multiply this bottom one by 5. Alright, so it's still going to be 3x minus 5y equals 22. Alright, it wants me to get rid of, yeah, it just wants me to get rid of the y's because you want the x. My bad. I thought I was doing something wrong. Okay, this is going to be, you're multiplying it by 5. So it's 25x plus 25. Plus 5y, I'm sorry, 25x plus 5y equals what is 32 times 5? 160. Alright, you're going to add, and that's going to help you cross out the y's, and so you'll say 25 plus 3 is equal to, was 22 plus 160, and then divide, and you'll get what x is. This one, you're just plotting the ordered pairs and seeing which one matches. Alright, 0, 0 is right here. Because it's not inside the shaded line or on the solid line, it's automatically out. Because every ordered pair better be on the line or in the shaded part. So 0, 3 is here. 1, 1 is here. So I have to check that all the other two ordered pairs also are in the shaded part or on the solid line.